Alright, greetings programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Imperial Agent. And we are on the very interesting Republic prison world of Belsavis, where the inmates are running the asylum. And we need to go ahead and, we have so much to do here. Really digging the new planet and all the quests involved. We broke out an eclectic gang of criminals, and apparently we are the boss, going to lead them into, what was the name of that place? Mega Security 23 or something, Mega Security Ward. And apparently we've got some stuff there that we really need. So, in the last stream, we have the quest Breaking the Herd, defeat Gamorrean, Gand, and Anomid gang members, and then we need to proceed to the prison medical center, where apparently there has been some experimentation done on the inmates. So I'm sure that's going to be very interesting. Hope everyone's doing alright tonight. Looks like we got a little bit of mail. Elis Ruger. An aftermath of us killing him. We'll probably have to deal with that a little bit later, because we also did have that warden who was upset that we gunned him down and mocked him during it. So let's go ahead and fly.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
And the Imperial command post. Look at all these flight points that we have. Lower prison magma transport, deep launch point transport, lower prison outer transport, Imperial power center, Rakata transport center, frontline camp, ancient transport speeder. There's a lot of stuff going on here on this rock.
Travel route is confirmed.
Kind of curious to see where it's all going to go. Whew. So the first thing that we'll do once we get to the flight point over here to, let's see, can we actually go over to that area? Nope. That's switching servers. I keep on forgetting you can do that. What was that thing flying through the air? That looked unsafe. It looks like we explored all of this already, or at least came close enough to get it shown on the map. We didn't need to go north of there. Here we go. Back to the command post. Now, we got Gand, Gamorrean, and Anomid. We'll go ahead and deal with them first. And after we take care of all those, the prison medical center is right nearby. Just have to avoid all the lurkers and murderers and other unsavory characters that are on this planet, not to mention the wildlife. Are you part of the... Oh, yes you are. Now what race are you guys? Oh, you're the ones that look like Gollum, who wear face masks. Gotcha.
Power flows through me.
They actually didn't have a whole lot of decent stats in the tabletop RPG, because they have such bad respiratory systems. They weren't exactly made for any kind of physical fight, which, when you're doing a tabletop RPG, not being at least somewhat competent in a fight usually works against you. Usually. And we've got some equipment here. Hello, folks. And you are all spread out, so I'm not going to be able to show you the full effect of my dots. Which is a shame.
Yes.
Hey, King. Welcome. Thank you for the bits. Hope everything's going well in your world. Oh, those are bonuses. Alright. Well, we're not that concerned about bonuses necessarily, but we'll take it. Everything look good on the stream, boss? I'm hoping so. Alright, uno mas. They love their credits, and I love taking them. And why not? We'll go ahead and destroy their equipment. A little bonus. Hey, Oni. Hope you're doing okay.
That was fantastic.
Looking good. Looking real good. So that's them dealt with. Now to go deal with some piggy people. Oni, does everything look good on the stream? I've had to fiddle with the settings a little bit more. And I've been doing okay. Looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be my Friday, and then I'm off for 4 days to go to Amicon, so I can't wait. Morian Hunter. Tamed Bogwing, which is not on our target list, but I guess we have to deal with it anyway. Hello, piggies.
Power flows through me.
Why does Temple say power flows through me? I know she's force sensitive, but we're not exactly playing a Sith Lord. It's not really necessary. Yeah, I'm actually really happy because my phone came in today, and I'm going to go get it activated at the phone store tomorrow. And then I'll have a nice camera for taking like selfies and stuff like that, which has been one of my primary issues with taking pictures at cons. I like using my video camera just for video camera stuff, but I've always ended up having to take pictures with it. And now I've got an opportunity where I can actually take good pictures. Allegedly. We'll see when the pictures actually come out. Oh, well, I got a new phone. I was rocking out a Samsung Galaxy like S2 or S3. I'm pretty stingy when it comes to technology. I tend to use it until it's falling apart around me. And while it was an old phone, it did what I needed it to. You know, I could go on the internet, I could play a few games, keep me occupied, and obviously use the phone for texting and talking. But the camera in it was pretty poor, and I did my research, and between the current model is the S9, I believe, in terms of the Galaxy phones, but the camera from the S7, the S8, and the S9, it pretty much hasn't changed all that much, they've just added more bells and whistles and software to it. The camera itself is pretty much been unchanged. So I decided to go ahead and just get a base S7 because it was, number one, it was cheaper. I got a refurbished one that ran me only like $250, which I was very happy about. And I just think it's gonna do a lot better than the current one that I have. A little less pixelation would be most welcome. And now we just gotta kill one more Gamorrean. And you'll do nicely. Poof! Crap! What did you do? Come on, Reyna. That was a shame. Scientific research compound discovered. That's kind of interesting, considering the fact that we are heading to a prison medical center right next door. Okay, Reyna had her own battles to fight. Yeah, if everything works out, I'm probably going to try and fire up Instagram. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I'd really like to, but it also might be one of those things where common sense is going to tell me to actually get some sleep before I get on the road. It's only like a 2.5, 3 hour long road trip, but I feel every mile of it. Because I hate that trip so much. And now we've got Gand. But if I don't stream, I'll probably spend most of the time like firing up a Instagram account and playing around with the phone and seeing what's what on it. Figure out all the bells and whistles. Hello, bug people.
You'll be alright.
Eat dots. That's 1, 2, and 3. Cool deal. What are you up to? You getting ready for the weekend? I know it's still Wednesday technically, but it's never too early to start, as far as I'm concerned. I'm getting a little bit of lagginess from the game, I'm detecting. I'm not sure if that's because of the settings that I have on the recording, because I post this on YouTube afterward, or if it's the stream or what. I'm using a lot more CPU than I'm normally comfortable with. I am disappointed. It's alright, I'll get over it. I hope it doesn't look too bad for you guys.
Do you have a plan, sir?
And now we just got one more to kill. And look at this guy walking around by his lonesome. He will be perfect. Shank. Oh, he's got ambush. Nice. Not gonna help you though, but well done. Dark Datacron, willpower. Stronghold decoration. Increases your unlock count for this decoration by 1 for all characters in your legacy. Ooh, we got a Datacron we can put up in the house. That'll be interesting. We'll have to do that here eventually. Been cleaning today. Though I did actually stream for the first time. Oh! Awesome. Oni, go ahead and post your channel if you feel comfortable. I would love to give you a follow. I would hope others would do the same. Are you streaming here on Twitch or on YouTube or what? Actually, let me check something here. Please don't, no one try to attack me. Oh, okay, that's probably why. And it's on Twitch? Cool. Alright, give me 1 sec here, guys. I have to use ye old task manager. Oh, easy there, game. There we go. I have some things that are on that do not need to be on. Yeah, everything's like double running. That's weird. Well, that would definitely explain why the CPU is in the shape that it's in. Okay. Well, I think we'll just keep on keeping on. And I had upgraded my... Oh, I bet that's what happened. I upgraded my graphics drivers, and sometimes I can do weird things to my computer. My dad likes to stream. I'm going to be staying with my parents until an apartment opens up, so he's been really nice and letting me stream with his stuff. That's good. What are you streaming? Or should I be surprised? Danny the Force Walker. I'm actually surprised that I'm doing so well, considering what is all running in the background on this computer. It's only using 30% of my CPU. That would have destroyed my previous computer. Elevator go up. Elevator stop. Eliminate enemy forces in the prison medical center. Alright. We got prison tech guards. Do we just need to kill all of them? Or just within that zone? You did WoW? Awesome. Also thinking about doing Tour tomorrow, later tonight, and even Sims 3. Well, I will have to check those out. Either live or during the replay. Well, let's see what happens if we kill Big Bad Commander here. Prison Science Commander. Dun 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 dun. There we are. Hey, you've been watching me for a long time, Oni. It's only fair that I check out your stuff. Oh wow, I had the Harrison Ford punch sound effect. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Access the cargo turbo lift. So we just needed to take him out. Bum 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 bum.
Turbo lift activated.
Why didn't we go on the turbo lift? Or are we bringing in the crew? Oh, whoops. Nope, hold on a sec. I did not know we were bringing in the crew. I was not paying attention. If that is the case, we need to wear our undercover garb. There we go. Now we can do it.
Turbo lift activated.
There we are.
Well, look who's alive after all. This here's quite a place.
I got us to the turbo lift. Hey, they've got spikes.
Yay for spikes. Ooh, there's GLaDOS again.
Adrenals, blaster packs. This is good.
I'm going to get my cortical data split working again.
Grab what you can. Then we have preparations to make.
Boss has a sense of fun after all.
Scorpio sanctions activated. I appreciate all of you gathering in one place. Your deaths will be artfully intertwined.
You must have tripped an alarm. I didn't do anything.
This was a triumph.
We'll be alright. Weapons ready, keep your eyes open.
These laboratories were designed for experiments in alien aggression. I have full access to the research and chemicals used.
What is this?
The SLV-88 aerosol was formulated to control the minds and heighten the aggressive instincts of anyone exposed.
Oh, we're about to frenzy on ourselves?
Enjoy this experience for the brief time it lasts.
Oh, crap.
You want me to fight, Agent? I'll fight you.
Not a wise move. Okay. Defeat. Oh, Lord. Wake up, people. Destroy the vaporizers? Oh, hold on. Where are the vaporizers? There's some. And we are actually quite damaged. Heal up. Go Colto infusion. I don't know if this is necessarily going to fix things, but gives us a chance to try that nifty roll that we learned. One more. Ow. Okay, time to use our shield. Okay, you guys still need a timeout? Fine. Another Colto infusion. Alright. Can everyone cool down now? Hell's bells. And I'm not going to heal because Temple's going to do that for us.
You are immune to mind control technologies, yet those defenses should be unavailable to the wider galaxy. Interesting. We will continue this discussion later.
I like her voice. Morning, crew.
Sir, I'm terribly sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Think we're all in one piece. That's a nasty security system.
We're not even in the mega security ward yet.
What were we just attacked by? One of you must know.
Not a clue, boss. My brother didn't live to tell.
I can slice the computers, see if I can get an equipment inventory.
Cool. Try not to set off any more alarms.
Yes, no. It's almost all here. The stupid equipment isn't listed, but there's some pieces that aren't stored in the lab. I can pinpoint the locations.
Run down what we're missing.
Carbonite trap. It's in the armory.
Need that to freeze yourself. Hide your life signs from the mega security ward scanners. Only way to get in.
Spent uranium power battery, hazardous waste containment.
Radiation will weaken the door seals. Old black sun trick.
Anti-radiation serum, water filters.
Oh, thank
Hope
you.
we survive that power battery. Still, if that's all it's missing, we can count ourselves lucky. Me and the others can pack up, start creeping to the next security zone. Assuming you can recover those 3 pieces.
Carbonite bomb from the armory, battery from hazard containment, serum from the water filters. You finish up here and I'll find them.
You got it.
The laboratory map. We gather what we need. Okay, Temple. Where are you? I probably have to summon her again, don't I? Yeah, she actually despawned. You get back here and heal me. You did this.
Reporting for duty. You'll be alright.
Thank you. I feel better already. Now, we will travel back. We'll probably run into GLaDOS again, I assume, retrieving all the rest of the items. And I am glad that you like the transmog. Never had a companion despawn. I think that was just part of the story. She just kind of walked off. She was ashamed. Elevator, go up. Oh, that last time we actually went down. Oops. So where else here do we need to go? Oh, good lord. water filtration system right north of us. We need to return to Captain Van Dorn, and then we've got the hazardous waste facility and the high security footage, or storage, to the south. Well, no time like the present. I'll tell you what, though. Let's go ahead and drop our stealth. We'll fast travel.
You'll be alright.
We'll fast travel to the base and go ahead and turn that mission in and see if it sends us anywhere else nearby. Captain should be happy.
Those alien gangs will think twice before attacking the Empire again.
I hope you kicked a few of them while they were down. The alien inmates
Oh,
are
whoops. I keep on forgetting I need to be wearing proper garb at all times. There we go.
Those alien gangs will think twice before attacking the Empire again.
I hope you kicked a few of them while they were down. The alien inmates are right where we want them, bruised, broken, and terrified of the Empire. But if I know criminals, they'll be back to their old tricks soon. We better ensure their wounds stay raw, but we don't have the manpower that disciplinary action takes.
Find the meanest gang of aliens, then deputize them. They'll keep the rest in line.
A repugnant idea, which, I'm afraid, is the only way out of this mess. The aliens here are mostly slack-jawed brutes, except the Trandoshans.
Oh,
they
Lord.
follow a strict warrior's code of honor and competition. The fools even worship a goddess, some scorekeeper they think rewards honor. Devotions carve them into fanatics. Now they roam this wing, hunting dangerous prey.
These Trandoshans are useless if they won't swear loyalty to the Empire.
They'll honor an agreement, but standard diplomacy won't work. We must appeal to their thirst for competition. Trandoshans can't resist a worthy foe, and it's not every day a top Imperial operative comes knocking. They'll be compelled to fight. Challenge their leader to a duel.
A duel.
Demand that if you win, his entire pack serves as the Empire's enforcers. They'll be honor-bound to obey.
The Trandoshans will soon obey the Empire.
Thank you. The sooner we lock this wing down, the better. The Trandoshans built their fortress inside a vault. Storm the place and challenge their leader. Make the scaly thugs bow to the Empire.
Need to deputize some giant reptile men. Level 52. Anything neat and exciting? Do we have any... What's our combat proficiencies? We've got quickening. Increases the duration of your evasion by 1 second and your effective stealth level by 2. In addition, when you activate Exfiltrate, you gain quickening, which makes your next Culto Infusion activate instantly, costs no energy, and not require or consume tactical advantage. Nice. Where's our Culto Infusion? That's going to be nifty. So whenever we use the flip, we get a free heal. Any other abilities we need to know? Nope. I'll take it. Hey, Buddha. Welcome. Hope you're doing okay. And the Trandoshan prisoners are on the other side of this zone. So, we'll go ahead and head south and start gathering all the stuff that we need as part of the Scorpio sanctions. So I wonder what exactly the Scorpions or Scorpio sanctions are, because the voice did bring that up before shooting out that angry gas. Looks like both of our zones are here beyond the walls, where nothing bad could possibly happen to us. We will head here first. Prison sniper. Bum 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 bum. High security storage. And this is our zone. I didn't see the little force barrier that says only Imperial agents can go in here. Maybe there's one down the way. Did you miss anything fun? No, not really. We just, the gang went into the facility where they were doing experimentation, and that disembodied voice from the last stream, the female one that reminded me of GLaDOS, she basically shot out a gas that made everyone highly aggressive and tried to kill me, which sucked. Retrieve the carbonite trap. I can do that. Where's the carbonite trap, though? Aha! Carbonite trap. And... poof! Grab and bag. Now, the carbonite is going to be our Trojan horse, because we're going to have to freeze ourselves to get through some of the nastier security systems. They won't be able to detect our life readings, which is awesome, but we've let ourselves be under the effect of poison before, or kind of a sleep poison, to infiltrate a Hutt's palace. We haven't gone so far as to allow ourselves to be carbon freezed. As we know from Return of the Jedi, that can be a bit of a bad deal. As long as we're not frozen for too long, I don't think we'd get carbonation sickness or anything, but who knows what carbon freezing would do to a Chiss's body. I assume not much, considering the fact that they developed on a cold planet. But that is very much an assumption. Ooh, we got Ratataki here. Looks like we go down hazardous waste facility. Down in the deep. Toxic rift lurkers. Ah, these are the hammer-headed deep ones we saw earlier. Hopefully we won't have to fight any of them. Our vanish is still good. Yeah, that's actually very true, and Han was frozen for quite some time. He was a notable fixture at Jabba's palace for a spell. Okay, we've got some malfunctioning droids. Basically janitorial services gone astray. There's our power battery. Neat. Easy peasy. So I read on Twitter today that that today is the first official filming day for Star Wars Episode 9, which is probably going to be seen as J.J. Abrams' defining moment as a filmmaker, because he has a gargantuan task ahead of him. He's got to make a film that finishes all the questions he asked from Episode 7, because Episode 8 didn't answer any of them, such as the Knights of Ren and everything like that. His canon that he developed for the movies kind of got thrown by the wayside for Rian Johnson. So he needs to go ahead and fill out a lot of plot holes and make a movie that both people who disliked and liked Last Jedi would be able to get behind. It's an arduous task. I don't envy it. But considering the fact that I actually really did like Force Awakens, I'm rooting for him, for sure. And it's going to be one of those really interesting things where you're going to see a director direct the first part of a trilogy and the last part of a trilogy, and the middle is directed by someone else and under someone else's artistic vision. So I think the sequel trilogy is going to be this very strange anomaly where you're going to see the change in style and tone very quickly, I think, between all the directors. The thing about it is, in regards to Force Awakens, I remember I was watching Force Awakens recently, and I thought to myself, you know, other than, there's some funny moments in Force Awakens, and like BB-8, for example, but none of the comedy in Force Awakens seems forced, pun intended. While in Episode 8, there were some scenes that you could tell were just put in solely for laughs. I'm hoping that JJ goes back to the old formula, because I think some of the best jokes are the ones that aren't written to be like that. Yeah, especially nowadays. People love to have a good moan. So where's this last part that we have to go to? The water filtration system, and it looks like we're heading into like a small blockaded fortress that is not where we need to go. I actually got into a discussion with someone recently who was like, oh man, Last Jedi was awesome. Last Jedi is the Empire Strikes Back of this generation. To which I was like, no. Infinity War is the Empire Strikes Back of this generation. For sure. In terms of like emotional impact and stuff. Everything's okay here now. How are you? But in terms of like reaction and stuff, I think that Infinity War definitely matched the tone that Empire Strikes Back had at the end. Like that, what happened? The bad guys lost. What are we going to do? I liked Force Awakens a lot, and I really enjoyed Solo. I thought Solo was good fun. The guy who played him wasn't a young Harrison Ford, wasn't a young Han Solo. That was something that all of us kind of saw coming. But once you're able to get that out of your head, it is such just a good old-fashioned action-adventure popcorn flick, which is what Star Wars was designed to be. I tell this to a lot of people. Like, Star Wars is supposed to be relatively simple as a concept, I feel. I've always felt that. Because they talk about... Let's go ahead and make you sleep. A lot of science fiction in the 1970s was incredibly dark and dystopian. There wasn't a whole lot of positive messages. There's the anti-radiation serum. One sec.
Hey, boss, it's us. We got everything from the lab. Park has found us a safe place where we can figure out our next step. Sending coordinates. Meet you there.
Fair enough. Go to the rendezvous. Where's the rendezvous? Okay, it's over there a ways. Like, you had Planet of the Apes, and I don't know if the Omega Man was in the 70s. You had Zardoz, which had Sean Connery in it. It's like a perfect society and a god that creates guns and says go forth and kill. There was a lot of doom and gloom in science fiction back then. And Star Wars kind of changed it because George Lucas wanted to create a throwback to the old Saturday morning Flash Gordon serials that he would watch growing up. And that's what I think Star Wars should be. I don't think Star Wars should be overly complicated and anything like that. I think it should be simple, because that's why so many people liked it. It was simple. It was complex if you wanted it to be complex, but it didn't have to be. It wasn't complex at its core. But, you know, I've ranted a lot about how Star Wars is treated sometimes. I like having a moan too every now and again. And that is a really big bird, or whatever that is. And there's the sanctions. We need to go deal with the Trandoshans first. So we'll follow this road. and show some lizard people where they are on the Imperial pecking order. I still really think they should have got the guy who did the actor who voices Joker in the Batman Telltale games, because his Harrison Ford impersonation, not just of Harrison Ford in general, but of all of Harrison Ford's characters like Indy and Han and Deckard from Blade Runner, it's uncanny how well he can do them. And defeat Trandoshans outside their vault, 0 out of 15. Yeah, from what I understand, they have some footage that they did not use from Force Awakens, and that's basically going to be Leia's goodbye scene. But I'm going to go ahead and say this, and this is pretty morbid, and I apologize if this offends anyone, but I really think that the folks at Disney, in regards to Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher, needed to have backup scenes shot in the event that any of them passed on. They needed to have those multiple ways out. Because we've seen quite a few movies where a character, like a beloved actor, dies in mid-film, and they have to do a lot in order to make the film work, and sometimes the film doesn't work. And Theed Arms Heavy Energy Rifle. That doesn't look too good. So maybe J.J. Abrams is able to... the fact that they were able to announce that so early means that they probably do have a way to put an end to Leia's story arc, which is crazy to me. But the old guard needs to die, apparently. That's what they want. I'm actually very scared that Lando is going to be in Episode 9. If they kill him, I'm just going to be like, you know what? You guys are taking the piss. You guys just want to kill off all of the original characters so you can establish your own. I know it's probably a lot more complicated than that, but you definitely would get that feeling. Hey Juan, we are on Belsavis right now, and we are gathering some material, or actually what we're doing right now is beating the crap out of some Trandoshans, so they will serve the Empire and help us enforce some Imperial law and order on this Republic prison planet.
You're right.
And after that, we're going to go rendezvous with our crew of criminals and see what the next step is to break into the Mega Security Ward. Hope you're having a good night. And we just have 4 more Trandoshans to kill, and what luck! Here's 4 Trandoshans. Oh, yeah, it's kind of weird how they would have you hostage. To tell you the truth, I feel that Lando should have at least made a cameo on the casino planet that Rose and Finn were on. I think that would have been a cool little wink wink and nudge nudge without having him become an integral part of the story. Now what? Defeat the Trandoshans in their vault. Had to kill him in the front yard, and now we'll have to kill him in the house. We're going to avoid the landmine-looking things on the ground, because I want to live to see the future. And just 10, and then we'll probably have to take on a hunt master or some sort of big baddie. I would assume, at least. Eat dots. Delicious, delicious dots. Thank you, Ensign. Appreciate that. The thing about it is, Del Toro's character was something I really enjoyed from Last Jedi. I was like, man, this is cool. You're actually seeing maybe a crime lord's rise to power or something like that. And he's the opposite of Han in a lot of ways. He's Han without a conscience. This is the Han that would have easily like swerved everyone in A New Hope. So I don't know if he'll come back. It'd be nice if he did. And hopefully they give him like a good storyline, maybe some conflict with Finn. Maybe that's how Lando gets involved in it. That's 7. Trandoshan Jedi Slayer. Well, we definitely don't want to take out that guy if he's taking out Jedi. It's like, as you were, sir. You're doing God's work. Find the Trandoshan leader. Alright, I was correct. And who of course is at the very back of this facility. Didn't like Rose's hairstyle in the movie. I'm not as angry about the character of Rose. Number one, I would never blame the actress for it, because one thing that I always tend to amount with like Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman in the prequels is the fact that I know for a fact that Hayden Christensen can act. I've seen him in some movies where he's actually very good. But it's just, you had Academy Award winners not be able to say George Lucas's lines with any degree of, like, emphasis or oomph. Yeah, a lot of his writing comes off as quite cheesy. It's a huge challenge for an actor. And anyone can enter here. So, I think that she had a bad rap in terms of her storyline. Like, Finn was going to make this heroic sacrifice that we were all looking, it was going to be like, oh no, Finn's going to die, but he's going to go down like a boss. And then Rose pretty much ensures that she had no idea that Luke was going to be there. She just pretty much damned the resistance to die. And then kissed Finn when he was knocked out, which was, is what it was. Hopefully she'll get a little bit better, a better story in the next film. Severick. Hello.
You wounded my pack, killed our warriors. Now you come to me with blood on your hands.
Defeat this one for the scorekeeper. Think of the reward.
Wait, this soft thing deserves my ear. Why do you approach the mighty Severick?
Actually, I just came for your ear.
The Empire's interested in your services. I'm here to extend an offer. Fight me and you get a chance to defeat the greatest prey on Belsavis. But if I win, your pack must agree to serve the Empire.
A fearless one. I will enjoy crushing you. If you win, we kneel. But if you lose, Esal takes a trophy.
The nose. No, the hand.
Any final words, soft skin?
Let's do this, Severick.
Watch us, scorekeeper.
Oh, you have a second. Well, I guess that makes sense. Okay. Let's do it. And as the dots whittle away your health, I want you to think about the consequences of your actions. And down you go.
I've proven my strength. Now serve the Empire. Help us keep the other alien prisoners in line.
You have shamed my pack in the eyes of the scorekeeper, but the fight was fair. We will serve.
If even one of you disobeys, your entire pack will be punished.
And the aftermath.
Captain Van Dorn, the Trandoshans have agreed to police the aliens.
Magnificent. I'll send troops to make sure those scaly fiends obey.
Enslave this scum, show them respect. We're going to go ahead and honor the deal right now, because if we enslave them, that's just going to be giant lizard people that are under a yoke. If we go ahead and hold them to their honor, because they're supposed to be a very honor-bound people, they'll probably go a lot farther in helping us out.
Sevrek displayed great honor today. His pack will serve us best without your interference.
I am honored by your kindness. We will dedicate ourselves to your cause.
There you go.
Smart lizard. With those scoundrels on our side, we'll have this wing secure in no time.
You're not
I'm sending an
helping.
Imperial team out to toss their base and search for contraband. I'll keep you in mind if anything turns up. Meanwhile, you're needed in the maximum security wing. I hear Operation Group 3's managed to awaken one of Belsavis's sleeping monstrosities there. Help Colonel Grang contain whatever broke loose.
Hey, Kath.
The Empire would appreciate it. Van Dorn, out.
Yay, we have lizard people. Anything interesting happen? Well, we just got the Trandoshans on the side of the Empire. They're going to help keep the more volatile inmates in line. We went ahead and went to the medical facility and found a lot of gear that we could use for the heist, but then GLaDOS, that disembodied electronic voice, gassed us with basically a bioweapon that increased our aggression, so the rest of the party attacked Threll, including Temple. We took Temple out with a judo throw and then knocked everyone else back to their senses. And I just gathered the last bit of materials that we need to go to the rendezvous and start the operation to get into Mega Security Ward 23 in earnest. So it has been pretty busy this stream so far. And we've been all in the chat talking about the pros and cons of Episode 9 starting to film today. And just kind of little stuff that we had issues with in some of the movies. You know what, Juan? I actually think it would have been a lot better if Rose had been the slicer that they needed. It's the Resistance. Of course they would have, you know, slicers and some other ne'er-do-wells on their side. Rose being the slicer, I think, would have saved us a lot of time and trouble. We wouldn't even need to have gone to the casino planet. Or maybe you could have gone to the casino planet to get a specific code or something that she could have used, instead of her just being like a little tech person. Because we haven't really seen that in any of the Star Wars movies. We haven't seen, well, until Khaleesi's character in Han Solo, you never saw like a female criminal, you know, with that kind of swagger and style. Security chest. Let's and you also had Woody Harrelson's character's girlfriend too. She was cool. Well, nowhere to go but the maximum security section. We are leaving a lot of stuff untouched, but I'm okay with this. Waste not, want not. Also, I do have a confession to make, guys. I said in the last stream how much I love the fact that I was now recording my streams in 1080p to put on YouTube. After getting everything taken care of and uploading it, I actually can't do that just because it takes about 2 hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours for the stream to be completed on my computer because it's such a large file being 2 hours long in 1080p 60 FPS. That I may have to go ahead and just keep on doing the 720 60 FPS just for the ease of my sanity, because I can't just leave my computer on to upload stuff all the time. At least I would like to extend the life of my computer as much as possible. So just letting you guys know that. I don't think it's the end of the world. Amelia's character in Solo was awesome. For anyone, I tell anyone who hasn't seen Solo, because they just didn't feel compelled to do it, which was dangerous for a Star Wars movie. I really don't know what they were thinking, not releasing it in December. But I highly recommend people who haven't seen Solo to go watch it, because it is a ton of good fun. Barely noticed the difference. Yeah, and unfortunately, after taking care of some upgrades to my graphics drivers, I have a ton of stuff apparently running in the background like doubles. So my CPU is running a bit high, which sucks, but hopefully it's not affecting dropped frames or anything, thank God. So it shouldn't be that big of an issue. But now I know, and I can deal with it later. And knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. King, I think you should watch episode 8 just to kind of get your own opinion on it, for sure. It's different strokes for different folks. I know people who really like episode 8. I know a lot of people who despise, like, all aspects of the film. I don't despise it. There's definitely some good stuff in there, but you have to pick and choose, kind of like a salad bar. Ooh, all the quests. Neat. Let's go ahead and sell off some of our garbage first, though.
Do you require medical attention?
Sell that junk. Sell... Whoa, wait. What was that? Feed arms energy rifle. 27... Holy crap, that's actually better. Gonna start getting into this kind of territory now, are we? We'll keep the Unleashed Targeter's Bracelet because I want to kind of see what that is. That one's not good. But the Feed Rifle... 37 max damage, 25 minimum damage, 11 mastery, 36 accuracy, 50 tech power, 36 defense rating. Which is interesting. You don't normally see that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and sell it. I'm not that particularly interested.
Be well.
Got 2,327 credits from that strong box.
Please use all products only as intended.
And we should be in good shape. Oh, that was a small satchel. Crafting materials. We don't need to throw that away. We do need to go ahead and throw those med packs out, though.
Be well.
Alright. We'll turn in our quest first and see what all this is going on. The Colonel. Ew.
Excuse me, Colonel Grang's saying some words for the fallen.
Sergeant Harral was a good soldier. He fought like a true Imperial, and he died a hero.
Yes, sir. We have company.
Hello, Agent. Afraid I can't offer hospitality since those crazed aliens attacked. You're looking at all that's left of Operations Group 3.
You're being vague, Colonel. What species are we talking about?
Got no idea. Looks like we stumbled on some uncharted freaks. Our mission was to clear the path for the Dreadmaster's rescue. That meant bringing prisoners to keep the Republic busy. My team broke vaults open. We unleashed something awful. Vicious aliens, armed and out for blood. There's no record of their existence.
Tell me you set up a perimeter and contained the outbreak.
Of course, but the aliens broke through. That's when we started digging through the prison's records.
Found references to Eshka, an ancient conqueror species locked up for thousands of years. Details are still unclear.
What did you do, Ray?
Containing these freaks will take an expert, both in combat and black ops. You up for the mission?
I'll make sure the Eshka are forgotten for another 1,000 years.
Good. It's time those brutes see some Imperial justice. You'll find the Eshka in their prison vault. Search the place. We can't risk missing any.
Also might be a good chance to recruit for the Empire. This planet is filled with resources, you just need to be able to acquire them. Captain Suladi.
Captain, what's going on?
Kanya Suladi, Reclamation Service Special Consultant. I assume you've been briefed on the vaults, the ancient technology on Belsavis. My team translated alien writings referring to a planetary transportation network. We've been ordered to get it up and running.
You've got some fascinating eyebrows, man.
What have you found out?
Supposedly a central transport hub is near this location, but scans don't pick up any shafts or landing pads. The men who go searching disappear. Even their locator signals go dead, like they've been disintegrated. There's something out there.
Disintegrated? Bzzz.
If there's another way through this prison, I want to know. I'll see what I can find.
Here's the area we're focused on now. You discover anything, we can swap information, but I wouldn't touch much if I were you.
Scan the transport device. And what about you, Sergeant?
Okay, Tark, these are our terms. A shuttle off this rock for me and my men, and 1 million credits, hard currency. Make it happen, or I pick a hostage and start cutting. Cal Beto out.
Okay.
Class act, isn't they? Sergeant Tark, Intelligence Asset Recovery. How does an operative like you feel about helping me solve a hostage crisis?
What's the brief on the hostage taker?
Calbedo's an animal. He heads a Kalish prison gang, mostly well-armed sadists. He thinks I'm his ticket off Belsavis.
Kalish.
My unit's here to extract some political prisoners in solitary confinement. Someone tipped Bedo, and his gang took everyone hostage. In a perfect world, I'd like to find that tipster, but those prisoners are too important to waste any time.
So Kalish, if you don't know, is the race of people that General Grievous came from. So this is going to be a treat.
These political prisoners, who are they?
They're all Republic traitors. High-level people with critical information about loyalties in the Senate. I intend to pull them out and deliver them to our debriefers. Here's my proposal. I drag out the negotiations with Bedo. While he's distracted, you take out his muscle and break the prisoners out of their cells. What do you say?
Reminds me of my university. There was apparently a whole series of underground tunnels that went under the school, but because it was so vast, they'd have needed a second security force to keep them safe, so the school barred them up. Why were there underground tunnels? Like, where are you at again, Kath? Because that seems like underground railroad kind of thing. Either that or that's where Canadian Batman hangs out.
The intelligence they have sounds too important to ignore.
Perfect. That Kalish scum will never know what hit them. By the way, it's not strictly necessary, but if you get a chance to kill Bedo and his lieutenants, well, I won't be heartbroken.
Music to Thrill's Chiss ears. Neat. Ancient transport, converted vaults, and solitary confinement. So many good things. Guess to get to and fro, my guess would be weather related because it could hit -40, so it probably meant for warmth out in eastern Canada. Oh. Yeah, that'd be cool, like an underground system just to stay away from winter. I could definitely see that. Alright, here's the transport center. This is reminding me heavily of Korriban, and we've got Infinite Empire ruins. And Tesla-style technology. Holy crap, that's kind of cool. Scan the transport device. That's quite interesting. Transponder? Well, I guess we do some quick travel then. Rakata Transport Center. Neat. We've got instantaneous travel, guys. Are all my insides inside? Return to Captain Salati. This is the only way to travel. Well, we definitely know what our preferred method of transport around the planet is going to be.
I did what you wanted.
You got scans? Let's see what we can find out.
Sometime later.
I've consulted with the team. It does appear you found our transport system. The aliens who built these devices believed that anyone who imprinted their genetic code on a transport site could travel there instantly from any other.
So we just imprinted our genetic code on the transport site? That's not good for a intelligence officer.
I'm not following you.
Probably alien superstition. Some sort of temple. There's no such thing as a matter transmitter. Still, it must have done something. If you can locate and operate the other stations, you could move around this prison faster than anyone. Meanwhile, we'll be here, making sense out of it.
Okay. I prefer cold to hot. You can do something about being cold. Once the heat hits a certain point, it's gross and there's nothing can be done. I completely understand. Coming from a town where we routinely get triple-digit weather. Yeah. Erasing the Eshka Vault? Where's that at, though? Well, we'd go ahead and travel. That seems like a good place to go ahead and travel. Why not? What could go wrong? Just shave your head when it gets hot? Never! No, no, no. I have had long hair since I was about 20 years old. So, that's definitely something that's probably going to stay right where it is as long as I can. Discovery of the Outer Wastes. And we also have Imperial Soldier's Corpse as a quest.
Hello? Is anyone still alive? Sir, not sure what you're doing there. Perhaps you can salvage this debacle. I'm Commander Byton, Imperial Non-Human Relations. My men were extracting a key political prisoner from the lower cells. Something went wrong.
Cute job title.
Who are you trying to extract?
My men were after a Cathar noble, Prince Change. Revolutionary type. Opposed the Cathar joining the Republic. Republic intelligence wanted him quiet, so they abducted him and his followers. They've had him in stasis here for 20 years now.
I could imagine so. Mr. Smith?
What makes this Change so special?
Change was a celebrated hero on Cathar. We free him, he'll blow the lid off the kidnapping, the imprisonment, all of it.
Ah.
A scandal like that could ruin the Republic's reputation with any number of species. Unfortunately, my team is Monster Chow. Can you free Change?
Just tell me where to go.
He must still be in stasis nearby. The power in the area is down, so you'll have to reboot the control generators first. Whatever creatures killed my men can't be far, so be on your guard. Contact me once you've released Change and his cohorts.
We gotta go rescue a kitty. Reboot the 4 generators. And there's the Eshka Vault. And then maximum security block J7, which we don't have to do just yet. We're going to take a little bit of a detour here, guys, since we have these fast transporters. Bum 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 bum. Get our buffs up. Eshka Stonebreaker. Ooh. Okay, so these are Eshka? That... Wow. Who do these guys look like? That's a very unique model. Holy crap. Oh, he sees us. Always loved the Cathar ever since Juhani and KOTOR. Yeah, wasn't a big fan of the Juhani character, to tell you the truth. You had to really, really get in close with her to find out any kind of storyline. I like the Cathar, though. The Cathar are an awesome race. I thought about for my One Up on Cancer live stream, unlocking the Cathar and doing a Dark Jedi with one. And make it a Bad Kitty playthrough. Sergeant Kobeth. Hello. Oh, this is Republic. Awkward.
I don't know what's worse. Those monsters, or you scum.
Sarge is joking. Don't hurt us. Please, you gotta save us before those things come back.
What's a pair of Republic troops doing in the Eshka's vault?
Cleaning up the Empire's mess. Your friends woke these monsters. We're here to seal them back up for good.
Hi. The Dark Tomb will not bind us again.
Stay back!
I am Skull Shatter. I speak with fire. Bloodscream bellows thunderous power. You are a pestilence.
Do all the Eshka speak, or are you the exception?
My caste breathes meaning into the void. The savants feed off our echo.
What are you waiting for? Kill those things!
You defile this planet. Balance will be restored soon. I hear the others across this planet, clawing for freedom. We will break their chains and erase your poison.
Don't tell me there's more of you Eshka locked up here.
Thousands are splintered and caged. Soon the wave will rise and wash away all corruption. Bloodscream, cleanse the horrors. Yeah, Bloodscream, you get right on that. Bloodscream's dead, sir. And I'm afraid you don't have much ground to stand on. Shank! Prototype Acrid Industries Advanced Blast Guard Helmet. And no. Negative.
Well, not bad. For an imp.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, we're at war right now, sir.
2 Eshka down, 2 Republic troops to go.
Wait, let's not be hasty.
Let's be
How
hasty.
about we work out a trade? You let us go, we tell you about a certain something.
Shut up, Corporal. That's an order.
Come on, Sarge. The key to Belsavis's vault is our ticket out of here.
Corporal Rand's in shock. There is no key.
Really?
Your face doesn't lie. The key now.
Think of your wife. Tria, was it? And the kid. You don't want him growing up without you.
Fine. Let us go and the key's yours. Captain Black has it. Those things took him deeper into this vault.
That settles it. Find Captain Black and the key's all yours. Now just let us go, and we'll leave you in peace.
That would be awesome, but I will say hello to your wife for you. Posthumously, of course.
Sergeant, Corporal, it's been a pleasure.
Wait, please, I'll do anything!
Nice shooting, Tex. Didn't give us an option, unfortunately. Besides, they saw our face. Now we will go save Captain Black. Save Captain Black. We're going to write a nice letter to that Twi'lek's wife. We are sorry for your loss. He should have learned to duck. Love, Threll, Imperial Intelligence. Eshka seers and followers. If I'd had the option to save the human, like put him under prisoner and kill the Twi'lek, I would have. And there's the esteemed Captain Black, who is now very dead, but he left an astromech for us.
Come on, come on. Warden Grawl, this is Captain Black. Do you read me?
Captain, what's your status?
There's that warden.
The key's gone. The Eshka took it, and they're imprisoned all over Belsavis.
You're breaking up, Captain. Stay where you are. I'll send a rescue party.
Do you read me? We're sitting on a hive of those things. Do you read me? Blast! You want a piece of me? Come and get it.
I bet they got more than a few pieces. Use Black's holo terminal to report in.
Colonel, I've dealt with the Eshka, but this isn't over. I have news you won't like.
Sometime later.
1 volt of Eshka's bad enough, but a whole planet. If they use that key, the fiends will be everywhere. But now we know this key exists, we've got a chance at stopping them. Good work.
No time to lose.
Agreed. But know your enemy. That's what I say. Before we hit the Eshkar, you should know something. Intelligence cracked the records we found. Apparently this prison's thousands of years old. Built by something called Rakata.
Rakata.
Seems our friends were busy annihilating every species they could find. These Rakata thinned the Eshkar's numbers and put the survivors in stasis.
The Eshka will attempt to return to their conquering ways.
Exactly. And you're our only chance at stopping them. While you were gone, we detected a spike in Eshkar activity. Sent one of my officers to get a look.
Look, 2nd-degree burns and some cracked ribs, but it was worth it. I spotted an Eshka lieutenant, heavily guarded, armed to the teeth. He rampaged between vaults, freeing his friends easily.
That brute's our keyholder, and if we don't stop him soon, we can kiss Belsavis goodbye, along with any hope of freeing the Dread Masters.
Our mission on Belsavis won't fall to a crew of rogue aliens. I'll see to it.
Excellent. We can't waste any time. Commander Callum won't chance letting the Eshkar escape Belsavis. He'll bombard the site from orbit if we fail. We can still salvage this operation, but only if you assassinate that Eshkar and secure the key.
Sounds like a plan. Unleash Targeter's belt. That has potential. Alright. They only produce delicious cheese. I'm actually kind of jealous, Kath, to tell you the God's honest truth. I watch a video. I'm subscribed to a channel on YouTube called the Try Channel. It used to be called Facts, and it was this series where it's kind of like an Irish version of BuzzFeed, but they would just react to different foods and internet videos with a very Irish sensibility and sense of humor, which I really liked. And a lot of them, Facts shut down, and they started most of the contributors formed their own channel called Try, and they just did, when they were part of Facts, they did this Americans try, or Irish people try Canadian poutine, and the poutine in the video was apparently quite abysmal. A lot of Canadians are like, that's not poutine, what are you doing? So they did a video today of Irish people trying authentic and real Canadian poutine, and I so want some, but it's kind of hard to find in West Texas. Yeah, they went into the cheese business after the Empire business didn't work for them. You got to have that fallback. You know what I mean? Now we'll go to Stasis Vault 109. They had your normal standard poutine, and then they had so that kind of eased the mistake. It looked like really good normal poutine, and then they went into chorizo poutine, which actually sounds really good, pulled pork poutine, which sounded the best, and then like taco style poutine, so like different flavors of it. The key is good gravy and actual cheese curds. Yes. Kath, can you explain to Oni what poutine is? I would go ahead and explain, but I think it would be more appropriate if the resident Canadian in the chat go ahead and explain one of your national treasures. Starforge, start up the cheese forge. Oh, like spaghetti bolognese? That sounds interesting. Yeah, I could see the benefit of that. Reboot the power generators. We got to do that first. What are we doing here again? The once in future. Oh yeah, we need to save a kitty from stasis. Brown gravy. Released bogwing swooper. Got some wildlife here, like Minox chewing on the power cables. Are you guys gonna get into a scrap with me?
You took a nasty fall.
Yes, you are. Defeat released creatures. Well... Oh, okay, so these were their cells. A Kintan Raker. Aw. Guy's adorable. Sleep now, though. I hear it's like the best drunk food that you can possibly get for a lot of people. And if Irish people are saying that it's amazing drunk food, you know it has the seal of approval. And released Primeval, Kintan. My favorite drunk food down here is a bacon cheese fries with a slightly spicy jalapeno ranch that you can get from Grub's Burger Bar here in town. I am a big fan of that. It's huge too. I can only ever eat like half of it at a time, but I always get a full order of them for some reason. Probably because I'm a glutton. Now we use the stasis controls on the other side of the facility and convince the kitty to join the illustrious Imperial cause, because that will definitely be seen as a black mark on the Republic record and make them come off like hypocrites. When you're like, hey, look what you've done to this guy, to this alien. I'm kind of on a slight fast right now until I get to Amarillo, because my friends are having a barbecue on Saturday and I want to go eat some sushi, I want to drink, I want to take pictures. Oh, cannot wait to get out of here and head to a convention. It's been a while. Cold pizza smothered in ketchup with some white cheddar popcorn. Interesting. Oh, look at all these guys. They're putting stasis like Cobra Commander and G.I. Joe. Hiya. See, Cathar just look awesome. Oh, we freed his friends.
You are the one who released us, yes? My companions and I are in your debt. I am Prince Shange. I alone protested my people's allegiance with the traitorous Republic. And now it seems the Republic has shown its true colors. I shudder to think how long I slept.
It's been at least 20 years.
Things have changed a bit.
Commander Byton, I have the Cathar here.
Ah, welcome back, Prince Shange. I've arranged for you and your warriors to be escorted off-world. Compliments of the Sith Empire. Rendezvous with my troops, and we'll get you to Cathar. Be careful, though. It's a dangerous trek back.
We have faced down Mandalorian battalions with nothing but our claws. The denizens of this place do not frighten us. I thank you, Commander Byton. And you, my friend. Farewell.
That worked out. Didn't even have to fight.
So grateful. So gullible. The Cathar are going to pitch a fit when they find out about Shange's imprisonment.
About time people learned the Republic isn't so squeaky clean.
Given how vocal Shange is, I'm sure the entire galaxy is going to hear about the Republic's little misstep. With luck, word of Shange's abduction will sow dissent among the other alien species, turn them against the Republic. Excellent work on this one. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Got some good stuff and rad chocolate bars. I've always really wanted to try a coffee crisp, because I know that's very popular in Canada, and it just sounds amazing. That's actually what I should do for like a vlog video, is go find some Canadian food and get it shipped over here and eat it like I did with the Japanese food taste test. I had a lot of fun with that. That actually sounds really appealing, now that I think about it. I do snack exchanges with my friends, and they're called S tier consistently. Ooh, that's some high praise. Okay, we got the Keykeeper's Lair. That is over here. And the maximum security, the wrong savior. Alright, guess we're going to the Keykeeper's Lair next. I would so do a snack exchange. Interesting. I don't know I do... Do you know what... Have you ever heard of Texas trash before, Kath? It's one of our most popular snacks here in this area. Primeval Observer Droid. Texas trash is like pretzels, Chex Mix, and a whole lot of stuff that's covered in a kind of almond bark and powdered sugar. It's really good. Defeat the Eshka Keeper and retrieve the key. See, I don't know what the kind of the local flavor is here in Texas. Okay, there's the Keeper. We'll go ahead and take out the minions first. Sleep now. These guys actually remind me of the two alien races in Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri Alien Crossfire. They've definitely got that look to them. They look very similar. Oops. Bad. I always dig spices or coffee. I have so much tea from these exchanges that it's got its own cabinet. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, Mr. Keeper. You can't be the Keeper. We already have Keeper. There can be only one. And you avoided all of those dots. How? Oh, I guess you had a force field up. Well, fine. You're still gonna get some dots on you, whether you like it or not. And down you go. And return to Colonel Grang. Well, the Colonel is actually back there at that fort. I think we can go ahead and do some fast travel. Back to the front line camp. Colonel?
The Eshka's prison break is over. Here's their key.
Incredible. We must report this at once. Commander Callum, the situation's under control.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the update, Colonel. I will call off the bombardment.
Forgot about that guy.
First, Ellis Ruger, then the rioting aliens, now the Eshkar. Intelligence has many operatives embedded on Belsavis. You outperformed them all. The Emperor is most appreciative.
Are we finished then?
But there's still the surviving Eshkar to deal with. Thousands remain caged here. Your recommendation, Colonel?
The key's ours. Why not keep the Eshkar riled up? then someday we unleash them on our enemies.
I appreciate their potential, but your inability to control them makes your opinion worthless.
Ouch.
You, on the other hand, have triumphed over these aliens. Are they too dangerous to control? Or does their brutal efficiency outweigh the risks?
Use them as weapons, or the Eshka are too dangerous? What do you guys think? I think Threll would definitely see their usefulness as weapons, but it's not necessarily the Eshka he'd be worried about. It's Imperial troops not being able to contain them once they're released. Because it'd be one of those situations that would snowball very quickly. Kath says weapons. What about you, Oni? King or anyone else watching? You're my intelligence committee. Oni says weapons too. Yeah.
Shy away from the Eshka, and you turn your back on the perfect weapon.
Very well. Deliver the key to me, Colonel. In time, we may unleash these creatures on the Republic.
As you wish, Commander.
As for you, the Emperor still requires your services. The Dread Masters must be freed. The Republic has moved the Sith Lords. They're in Belsavis's deepest depths, with the prison's most twisted monstrosities.
They're in good company.
Our operations groups pursued, then fell silent. Seek them out, contact me, and together we will coordinate the Dread Master's escape.
Locate Operations Group 2. And then got some Unleashed Targeter's Gloves. That's always, the Sith always complicate things. Okay, Dreadmasters, that is all the way over there. So we're not going to deal with that yet. We will go up to the converted vaults. Get in our undercover gear. Kind of see where the story goes from here. Secure storage. I'll be the judge of that. Spice runners, raider, duelists. The spice must flow. A mad Jedi? Ooh. Technically, a mad Jedi is a Sith. If you use the literal definition of the term. Oh, good lord. You see Temple, don't you? Here, I'm gonna go in here. Oh, I can't. I can't enter the phase while in combat. Alright, well. All the duelists are gonna die then. I tried to be a nice guy, but no. You wanted to get poisoned. And shot. Oh, you got heaties. Okay. Now we're in good shape. Go have a chat with the crew and see what the next phase in this Ocean's 11 style.
How many Warden droids are still out there?
I told you already.
Tell me again.
Give me the knife. I want to try.
What's going on?
Caught ourselves a guard. Thought we'd have a little fun.
You questioned him?
You don't know much. Guards aren't in good shape between the prisoners and the Imperials coming through.
He helped us with our maps, and I'm security clearance green now.
Think he's probably tapped out. Want me to clean up?
He might be useful later. Go ahead and kill him. Ugh. I would either go ahead and kill him, or he might be useful later. I'd like to potentially use him as a distraction or diversion in the plan. So let's go ahead and keep him on ice for right now. We'll kill him later. Hopefully we're given that option.
Bind him and lock him up somewhere. Make sure he can't hear us.
Mom always said to save the crumbs. All right, let's go.
I like Kanjin. Punch.
Take a look. This is the junk we got from the laboratory. Parkos has been putting things together.
Place your acquisitions here. When Parkos is finished, you'll be protected against the Mecha Security Ward's
The
traps.
physical defenses aren't enough. We need to deal with that computer. The Scorpio sanctions.
Oh, okay, so that's the name of GLaDOS? Scorpio?
Is there something you aren't telling me?
I like to learn about the things that attack me. I think the sanctions are a program running in the Mega Security Ward that accesses the rest of the prison. It controls the force fields, scanners, all that. Your equipment will only do half the job if the program's still running.
My brother didn't have a slicer when he got himself killed. She might be right.
I'm really good, but I can't disable the program. We need to distract it.
Mimicking the guy's accent to endear himself? Yeah, it's called echolalia.
Software isn't easily distracted.
I can take control of the upper-level security droids, override their programming. Then, when we get to the Mega Security Ward, bang. I make the droids set off every alarm in the prison. The Scorpio program gets confused. Gives us a few minutes. At least.
Clever little bird.
You and the guys could upload my overrides into the droids while Parkos and I work. Then we can go in.
Alright, sounds like a good plan.
Get your gear together. We're going droid hunting.
Get close to each droid and use these computer spikes. They'll stop shooting after, not before. When we've got enough set up, I'll give you a call.
Cool. Use the security spike on Prime Warden droids. And new pants. Interesting. This seems to be a very minimalist set of armor that we're gathering up. I like the Southern Samurai too. It seems like a character Matthew McConaughey would play in a movie, which is kind of ironic considering the fact that I believe Matthew McConaughey was the voice of the samurai bug in Kubo and the Two Strings, which is an amazing movie if you ever get a chance to watch it. And Reyna wants to speak to us in private. Interesting. It's not really interesting, but... Do we have any flight points here, though, is the question. You know what? Let's just go ahead and use our fast travel and go to the bar. We'll see what she has to say. We hit her with some hard truths in the last episode, that she didn't need to romanticize the work. We are actually aligned at dark too, guys. Interesting. 2,550 dark or light and 34,852 dark. Sounds pretty accurate for Mithril Loro. Oh, we're still close to the frontline camp. We're fine. Head right to the cantina. And since we're talking, let's get into our proper garments. Am I going to Romance Temple? I'm not sure. We're going to see where it goes.
What's going on, Ensign?
Sir, Dr. Loken's been filling in the gaps in my education. He has quite a few stories. Here's what puzzles me. I've always been taught to respect the chain of command, and yet you... How does anyone control a field agent?
Placing an operative in the field is always a risk. If you don't trust someone's judgment, you don't send him out.
What sort of judgment, though? You can't make operational decisions from the front line.
Imperial principle guides us. Yeah.
Eventually, you stop relying on your handbook, and you put the good of the Empire first.
I was hoping for something more concrete. Maybe a numbered list? I don't want to do wrong, sir. My father ignored an edict from the Sith, and instead of facing his punishment, he ran. I won't repeat his mistake. Accidentally.
Interesting.
What did your father do that was so terrible?
I'd rather not discuss it. Refusing to do his duty was enough. I'll stop troubling you about this. Back to the job then.
Yay for intrigue. Alright. Now she doesn't need to talk to us. We will fly back to the front base and keep on keeping on. Temple seems young. I think we've got a... companions and contacts. Ensign Reyna Temple. She's 24 years old. Female, human, likes the Empire, the Sith, duty, and honor, dislikes cruelty, casual violence, and selfishness. Alright. 24, that's fine. I wonder how old Threll would be. I'd say probably about in his early 30s, early mid-30s, or late 20s. She's very smart, but she's not street smart. You know, there's a big difference between book smart and street smart, and I think that's one of the reasons that she likes traveling with Threll so much. She gets to see all the little nuances that she wouldn't learn from reading a manual. Training day, if you will.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
All right.
Travel route is confirmed.
Gonna be a little bit of a flight. Oh. Pop the back. And we've got about 18 minutes left in the stream. I think we can pull off some more quests while we're here. Maybe at least get the security spikes on the Prime Warden droids. And maybe go into solitary confinement for the wrong savior, too. Which one is the wrong savior? The solitary confinement. Threll is in late 20s, early 30s. Yeah, I'd get that vibe, too. Of course, there's no way to tell... I guess in that stage of his life, in the late 20s and early 30s, I'm not exactly sure how long Chiss live. I think it's probably similar to humans, but... And I saw another quest. That's not good. I think I may have missed something. We have to do a little bit of backtracking, guys. And unfortunately, the game doesn't have the option that you have in Warcraft, that if you overshoot your flight point, you can just get off at the next one. Haven't gotten that advanced yet, unfortunately. How are we on our money situation? We have 154,000. Kind of trying to keep track of everything for our inevitable having to buy more crew stuff, or more stuff for the ship. Alright.
Service, sir.
Gotta fly back to the command post speeder. We also got the Domination outpost speeder and Southern Rakata transport.
Travel route is confirmed.
So, letting you guys know, this will probably be the last Old Republic stream this week. If I do stream tomorrow, I'm probably going to do my For the Kids Friday stream on Thursday, since I won't be able to stream being out of town. But we've definitely got a lot accomplished this week. And I am very much enjoying the Imperial Agent storyline. I'm really glad that I decided to pick the game up again. I'm having a blast, and thank you guys very much for hanging out in the chat and talking about all kinds of Star Wars lore and geeky stuff. That definitely makes the stream even better. Gotta keep... the geek must flow. Alright, I know one of the missions here is for a flashpoint, but I could have sworn I saw something else. Oh, I think I was correct. There's the flashpoint. Operative Bator.
Look out there. Hundreds of aliens in a savage fight for supremacy. Clever of the Republic to use a prison planet as the perfect secret laboratory. Test subjects abound. No witnesses who aren't complicit. An elegant experiment, forcing imprisoned aliens to fight each other for dominance. Now they're loose.
What was the point of the experiment?
To learn, of course. Here they did everything to increase aggression among the aliens, then turned them on each other. The scientists studied what each alien could take and what they could dish out. Learned the breaking point of each species. Think what the Empire could do with that knowledge. To know which species can be soldiers and which are fit only as slaves.
It could help the Empire plan its expansion.
Imperial intelligence agrees. They want to talk to the scientists involved and uncover everything they know. Normally the Republic scientists are well guarded, but aliens overpowered the guards and took the researchers hostage. The Republic is negotiating their release, but a cipher agent could slip in and capture the scientists before they can act.
The scientists are too valuable to risk losing them. I'll recover them personally.
You'll want to start looking in the caves near the jungle. The aliens use them as a base of sorts. Once you've dealt with them, you'll be able to gather up the scientists. These neural override collars will force them to return here.
Neat. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Kath. He still believes, but it's not terribly idealistic. Something I discovered recently that isn't Star Wars related, apparently there's a Labyrinth book series, based off Toby, I think. Yeah, I had heard about that. I'm a big fan of Labyrinth. I actually have the Labyrinth board game, which is a lot of good fun. And to Rhodian Caverns, information warfare. Alright, so we did miss a mission. We're going to go ahead and take care of that right now. That's kind of interesting, where Toby's grown up. I know that they were planning on doing a Labyrinth sequel with Lady Gaga playing the villainess, the one who kind of took over the Labyrinth after Jareth got turned into an owl. And I know some people would instinctively groan at that, but I've seen Lady Gaga's acting in like American Horror Story, and I think with proper direction, she could really do something special. Oh, you're into book 4 of the Dresden Files? That's good, Kath. Just, what are we currently on? 11 more to go until you're caught up. Because Jim Butcher came out with a lot of books. If you ever get tired of it, because near the end, the books start getting very formulaic, I would strongly recommend that you check out a book series that Jim Butcher did called the Codex Alera. It is incredibly good. Apparently there was a bet that Jim Butcher had with another author to take two just nonsense concepts and combine them together to make a book series. And the two ideas were the Lost Roman Legion and Pokemon. And he did it, and it's an amazing book series, and I don't want to spoil anything. But check that out when you get a chance. And since we're on the topic of like geeky things like Labyrinth and such, there is a series of books that George Lucas helped write, or at least helped outline. It's a novel, it's a trilogy of books that talk about the fate of Elora Danan from Willow. It's basically a trilogy of books that's the sequel to Willow with her grown up. So I would suggest checking that out as well. Yeah, I think she has the charisma and can ham it up. I think it could be fun, to tell you the truth. Ooh. This cave reminds me of the Tusken cave system in Star Wars Galaxies. There was this huge dungeon filled with elite Tusken raiders that people would go, oh, there's another agent. Interesting. Use restraining collars. Oh, I see. That's one. Shank. Down you go, Rhodians. Chuta solo. Yes, Greedo. As a matter of fact, I was just on my way to see your boss. Tell Jabba I've got his money. Greedo actually has a story in Star Wars Tales from Mos Eisley Cantina. You find out the bantha hide vest that's kind of Han's trademark actually belonged to Greedo first. And when the first time that Greedo tried to kill Han, he basically got, I wouldn't say beaten into a fine pulp, but he got a learning lesson. And Han took the jacket as kind of a prize or a trophy. Alright. Another researcher. 3 researchers collared. I'll tell you what, we will collar that one and return to the operative and not worry about anything else. Don't necessarily kill or care about killing Rhodians. Everyone else does it. I love every role she's done in American Horror Story. I think she'd be perfect for it. You know what? I actually would have loved to have seen Lady Gaga on Penny Dreadful. I think she would have fit in well on that series. And if none of you guys have seen Penny Dreadful, I highly recommend that series as well. We're living in an age where, thanks to Netflix and Showtime and a lot of these other stations, and I tend to attribute series like Carnival, which was criminally underrated, and then Game of Thrones, and there's just so much good stuff out there if you know what you're looking for. And it's for any kind of genre: science fiction, horror, historical stuff, alt fiction like The Man in the High Castle. Just, we are very, very blessed with all of this pop culture. And also at the time kind of desensitized by all of it. But everything in moderation. Including moderation. Now, this should make for a happy operative. I'm also curious, did I get any new titles? Agent, Heartless, Revenite, Unmasked, Stalwart, Double Agent, Pilot, Founder, Worm Food, Illustrious, Vicious, Sinister. This chiss is all about the adjectives. Oh, Penny Dreadful is so good. I'm just going to go ahead and say this, if you've never heard of the series or kind of curious about it, it's what you wish League of Extraordinary Gentlemen would have been. Yeah, that's probably the best way I can explain it. At least in some respects. Extraordinarily competent. Not just regular competent, extraordinarily competent. It's going to be the seal of approval. That's what Threll wants written on his tombstone. Mithril Loro of the Chiss. Extraordinarily competent. Now we'll see if this operative can act any other way other than creepy.
You're wrong. I'm nothing like you. What we did had value. It was for science.
Science.
Science. A convenient bastion for the truly amoral. We'll see how detached you can be when you're under the lens, Doctor. Most of the scientists are already in their cells. Armed with their knowledge, the Empire will be better prepared for any aliens we encounter.
Prove what happened on Belsavis. The Republic citizens will want justice.
Of course. I'm sure the diplomatic service has plans of its own for this information.
I don't know why that gave us dark side points with Temple. Sounds like something that she would prefer. Hello, nurse. Oh, that's awesome garb. Look at that. It's got some gold and blue highlights. It's very Chiss-like, actually. What is her name? Chassel. And a proper Chiss-sounding name, too. I am impressed and pleased. Alrighty. Well, the only place to go now is check the rest of the zone. Is there anywhere close that we can No. We are denied any kind of fast travel point, which is definitely a shame.
Travel route is confirmed.
Let's go ahead and take the... Oh no, the portal's not close to here. Boo.
At your service, sir.
Ancient Transport Center? Well, I guess we could do that if we wanted to. But I think... Oh wait, yeah, we're not even near where we need to be.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
There's no connection. No connection. Imperial... Oh, never mind.
Travel route is confirmed.
Malorwyn has invited you to join Order of the Righteous Knights. Thank you, but no thank you. Righteous is not exactly a thing that would help you out in intelligence work. I guess it would help in some aspects and then hinder you in others. Here lies Threll. He died as he lived, choking the life out of the Republic. Gotta mention something about the poisons, I think. Poisoning the Republic. Okay, yeah, we're back. Where we need to be. We still got the security spike, the solitary confinement, wrong savior mission, and we still have the Dreadmasters at the Ancient Transport Center, so we still have... Yeah, Threll does not do guilds. That is not his modus operandi. But to tell you guys the truth, I think this is going to be a good place to go ahead and end the stream. We still got some quests here, but we've done some progress, and I think we've got a lot more to go through here on this planet, which I am very pleased about. Because I'm liking the storyline. I'm wondering when our crew's going to turn on us, or when we're going to turn on our crew, what part Scorpio has to play. The front of this tombstone contains a pressure plate. If you're reading this, you have 3 seconds to live. Nice, that's very Jigsaw style. Cool. Well, we will go ahead and end it here, and we will pick it up next time, guys. Thank you so much to Kath and Oni and King and Juan and everyone for hanging out. Definitely makes the stream better. If you guys haven't followed the channel, go ahead and do so. I try and stream Monday through Friday unless I'm going out of town or something happens. And other than that, if you were watching this on the replay on YouTube, I have a link down to the Twitch channel in the description. And like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will go ahead and pick it up next time. Hope y'all enjoyed. Later days, everyone.